Hello, welcome to another episode of A Bright Side. Hello.
Hello.
Well, the weather.
Howdy.
Howdy. Bonjour.
Guten Tag.
Yes. Did da. Okay, that's that done. The weather
Good day.
has not been kind.
No.
Coldness we can put up with. It is cold.
To be fair, it's also January.
It is January. And we did have some
Plans.
outside plans today, which
The weather didn't agree with us.
No, it wouldn't have been that great. So we have sought an alternative plan indoors, which actually, to be fair, has been something we've wanted to do for a little while on the channel. So we're going to take advantage of the wet weather and we are going to head to the Penlee House Gallery Museum.
Who knows?
I've no idea what that was. So let's go check it out. The kids are not amused that we are dragging them out. I can't blame them. They were inside, the heating was on, the house was warm. Very short walk for us. This is Penlee Park. Oh, I don't know, it's called Memorial Park. Welcome to Penlee Memorial Park. I didn't know that. So we have the Penlee House Gallery and Museum. Penlee House was built in 1865 for the wealthy Penzance miller and merchant John Richards Branwell. The house holds its own collection of Newlyn School Lamorna Group artists, 1880 to 1930. The gallery has a changing exhibition throughout the year. See the current blah 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 blah. Then we have the Orangery Cafe, which we're hoping is open because we fancy like a hot chocolate or a coffee or something in there. Now that's right in beside Penlee House. Sensory garden. There is, if you're unfamiliar, an open air theatre that they do have some shows on quite regularly, and then the Penzance Tennis Club is there as well. So yeah, it's not a bad little size park. We come down here quite regularly with the kids because I won't film in there, but in there is a play park. The park itself is kept in reasonably good order. It looks a bit raggedy at the minute because it is, as of a recording of this, January. And it is starting to rain, so the field gets a bit boggy and whatnot, but it is quite a nice open space. Nice old trees here. There's the tennis courts up there. And this is where we had the Penzance Food Festival back in I think it was September-ish. So what I'll do, if you want to see the video, I'll leave a link in the description. Just over there. So the museum's up there. Tennis courts over there, if you're unfamiliar with the area, of course. And in there is the football grounds. Actually some people in there training as we speak. Right, it's actually getting wet, as in it's starting to rain. Where are the kids?
They're up there in the bushes.
Up there in the bushes, okay, cool. Okay, so we're just taking a moment to recognise this, which I think is important, in memory of the third HMS Penzance and the 90 members of the ship's company who lost their lives when the ship was torpedoed and sunk in the North Atlantic on the 24th of August 1940. So yeah, just to remember the crew of that ship. So I assume by reading that the entire ship's company was lost. But just a little marker there for HMS Penzance. There has been another HMS Penzance since this one, but I think that one has recently been decommissioned, so I don't think there is a Penzance currently serving in the Royal Navy. Love these like palm tree things with their massive bases, trunks rather. Cornwall, I think, and Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly, I do believe is classified as subtropical, believe it or not. And another thing of interest, I think this is awesome, a cider mill, that's right.
The mid-17th
17th
century.
century.
Uncovers at Elverton, Penzance in 1958.
That's right, so in 1958, this was dug out of the ground. So 17th century, so that's like the 1600s. That was all carved out. You can see it's all granite. I don't think I would like to have carved that out.
No, but I bet the cider tastes good.
I expect the cider did taste good. Obviously done like in I assume, not that I'm an expert, but you can see that it's like in half, so I assume it was 2 gate blocks put together. That would be my assumption. I don't know if that is correct, but yeah, quite a gate thing there. Got this beautiful cross here. I want to say that used to be, it was either at the bottom of Causeway Head or it was beside like Market House where Lloyd's Bank is now. It was somewhere like that. If you know, let me know in the comments, but I believe this was moved quite a few decades ago here to Penlee Park, but I'm pretty sure that used to stand at the bottom of Causeway Head. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you know. And here is the house, Penlee House, as stated on the information placard at the entrance to this park. Built for the Branwell family in 1865. Obviously that bit there, the entrance now, which leads into the little cafe, is an extension. But, oh look, there's like a, I assume that must be Mr. Branwell. Sitting there reading the paper. He's got like a flask of tea on the go there, look, and a plate, an empty plate, which maybe he had some cake off of. Yeah, nice. And this building is a part of the town trail, number 15. Maybe one day, oh, where's Shellbell? Maybe one day we'll do the town trail, possibly. And if you do want to visit Penlee House Gallery Museum, here is the information regarding its like opening times. Okay, right, let's head in because my hands are freezing. We're in. It costs £16 for the 4 of us to get in, which isn't bad really. I don't know if the kids were free. They were free, were they? Yeah, so it's £8 each then per adult. But so if I remember rightly, it's like all the art stuff down here, and then it used to be like the museum part. Have you ever been in here?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. Right, now this is what I call art, as opposed to what is hanging in the Tate over in St Ives. And if you want to see that video, because we did explore the Tate gallery a few months back, I'll leave a link in the description for that one as well. This is painted by Harold Harvey back in 1922. Nice, yeah, see this? I like. Part of the course with these art galleries, they've got like these little stanchions here with, you know, they're like roped off just so that you can't get too close. So this piece of art is a little bit newer. This is by Kurt Jackson. He was born in 1961. So this is obviously a lot more contemporary in terms of like that one, which was painted back in the 1920s, I think it said there. Then of course Stanhope Forbes, very famous artist in this area. I don't know if he was originally from here, but he certainly was very active here in Cornwall. Painted that in 1920. Nice. Another piece of art by Kurt Jackson. Relubus in Spate. Spate. with Pussy Willow. What the heck? Yeah, you see, I can look at these sorts of paintings for hours. I find these lovely. And like I said, I mean, and it's my personal opinion. I suppose I'm not really an arty person, so I guess I didn't understand what I was looking at in the Tate. But I mean, that art was dreadful. But I mean, this is lovely. This is another one by Stanhope Forbes. It states here, Relubus Bridge, 1929. Yeah, I mean, to me, that is just, that's charming. I like that. Yeah, this is a lovely big piece of art here. I like this a lot. Samuel John Lamorna Birch, 1869 to 1955. The Fowling Pool, painted in 1897. Yeah, actually I have to stand back quite a way to kind of get that in the whole frame. Beautiful piece of work. we're going to go into the next room there. It states this way. Oh, little Christmas tree still up. It's looking lovely. Nice. Okay, I've just left there in the visitors' comments. Much better than the Tate. Another picture here of Logan Rock, painted in 1824. Drawn, I assume. Yeah, nice. I wonder what they're talking about. Loving that rosette up on the ceiling. I assume that's like original to the house. How awesome is that? Maybe I'll get something like that done at home. A bit glared there. It's got like glass on it, but again, another beautiful piece of artwork. Not so struck on that one. That one's okay, but not so struck on that one. Yeah, I prefer this. This style of art is more me. Yeah, loving that fireplace. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Okay, just stepping through into the next room. Oh, there's no one in this room. That's nice, yeah, there's no one in this one. Actually, the gallery is a lot busier than I thought it was going to be, actually. But, yeah, no one in this one. I like that one. That's quite nice. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Yeah, nice. Oh, unless it's that one. Maybe that's that one. Oh, top. Yeah, there we go, top. So that's that one. And then bottom, then it's that one. Yeah, little farm place, undated. Yeah, I'm not going to show every single piece of art because that would be a little bit ridiculous. But they have got quite a few paintings here. You right, baby?
I like that one.
You like that one? Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah, that is quite nice. That's another Kurt Jackson. Swampole Swamp. American skunk cabbage. Okay. Strange name. I was just saying that this is a much... I prefer this art to the Tate.
You prefer art that looks like what it is?
Yes.
Not one that you have to interpret deeply.
Yeah, no, the Tate and St Ives is... no. Okay, right, so out of the gallery section, we're going to go upstairs now. A selection of Newlyn school paintings on show upstairs. All right, let's head up. I do like a staircase like this. I might have to make some drastic rearrangements at home and create this so that we can have something like this at home, because that would be amazing. The man, the legend that needs no introduction, Sir Humphrey Davy. Okay, so there is some sort of children's activity thing here. They can do some crafting, which actually is incidental. We didn't actually realise that that was on. So I think while the kids are kind of doing that sort of thing, I'm going to have another little look, or carry on having a look at some of his artwork. Again, another piece here by Stanhope Forbes. The Young Apprentice, says there. Newlyn Copperworks, 1908. Oh, there he is, learning his trade from a grizzled old veteran. This is a famous one, Christmas Eve, 1897. Another one by Stanhope Forbes. I do like Stanhope Forbes, actually. Very talented artist. Nice. Mother, what are you doing there? Okay, the words that all children want to hear. School is out. Painted in 1889. Yeah, so in addition to this place being a gallery, it's also a museum as well. So they do have some interesting artifacts here. Look at this, look at this. What the heck? A Trevisker style burial urn. 2000 to 1000 600 BC. Look at that. It's just awesome. Oh, hang on, that would be that one, sorry. Trevisker style burial urn. This one is another Trevisker style burial urn. I don't know what Trevisker means. Obviously it's Cornish or something. Same time frame. That is amazing. And this one here just states burial urn with ribbon handles. And again, same time frame. That is so cool. It's just like how old this stuff is. A little bit glared there on the glass. It just states here urn fragments, 1400 to 1000 BC.
Let us tell you a story about a place we know, which looked so different many moons ago.
Yeah, interesting little video done by some school kids, because of course Mounts Bay did used to be a forest at one point, and then like Ice Age happened, blah blah blah. And yeah, and then rising sea levels created Mounts Bay. Loving this piece of wood here. It says piece of sub-fossil wood. Probably pine, found at Long Rock in the late 19th century. Look at that. A chunk of wood, there's some pine cones there. 4,000-year-old fossil forest. Amazing. Just checking this out, a gold posy ring. I assume it's pronounced posy. 1710. That's the real size of it, but what they've got here is a magnifying glass. Don't know how well that'll come out on camera. But there it is.
Yeah, there's some coins. Yeah.
Okay, just heading back out now into this little area. Kiddos are down there. I've just come from in that room. And we got here a model, I like a model of a Chinese junk, 1840. If you've been watching the channel for a while, like I said, you know I do like a good model. A little bit glared there on the glass, but I was just kind of laughing because it's like a metallic hand dug up in Penzance and given to the museum in 1847. A metallic hand. Look at this gate thing. Just says there a Newlyn copper charger purchased in 2007. So I don't know when it was made. Doesn't say when it was made, but yeah, check that out. Who is this? Look at him. Very distinguished. Says there a plaster bust of Davies Gilbert, 1767 to 1839. Gentleman, mathematician and MP. And there's 3 engravings there of Humphrey Davy. This door is open here on this clock, and it states here John Sampson, Penzance, circa 1775. That is awesome. I assume these are signs of old shops that maybe were in town. I'm not 100% sure. I assume so, unless they're replicas, they could be. Oh yes, there's like a dress-up section here. Oh, this has to be done. What do you think? Think that suits me? I can like get in this frame. Again, quite glared because of the glass. glass. I'm trying to find a better angle. He was a Reverend John Thomas Pentreath, born in 1806, died in 1869. But yeah, very difficult to get because of that glare. Yeah, very difficult to film, but there's a velvet jacket there. It says there, velvet jacket with beaded embroidery and lace, late 19th century. This outfit belonged to the mother or grandmother of Margaret Warren, born in 1908. Family farmed at Batalic. The jacket was probably bought in Penzance. Oh yes, I think these spats would suit me. Yeah, I'd like to wear those. I remember seeing this bike when I was in primary school and visited this museum. It's been here for years. It's like penny farthing style bike, which was homemade by Mr. Tippet. He was a St. Burian wheelwright. That one there, it says clay pipe repaired with string. So you can see the string holding it all together. That's a Cornish chuff. The eye of a chuff. There is a little shop here where you can buy some of the postcards or some of the artwork on, which is all very nice. I think that might be Stanhope Forbes. I believe that's him. Let me see. I think that's Stanhope Forbes. Yeah. Some books here. Yeah, definitely worth coming in to the Penlee Gallery and Museum for sure. Right, we were going to stop in the cafe, weren't we? But it's very, very busy. There's no seats in there at all, so we're just going to head somewhere else. Actually, well, we might just get in the car and head to Costa. I don't know, maybe. And just on leaving or entering. A little bit of artwork here, some prints of some local people. A little bit of outside seating as well here, but it is very wet now, so we're obviously not going to sit down out here. Shame, actually, we were looking forward to a hot chocolate or something in there, but way too busy. But also here in Penlee is this memorial garden, which is just a nice little space that you can come into. Okay, I think we're going to need the hood. Goodness. Actually, I don't think I've ever been in up in this memorial garden. quite nice actually. The weather is a little bit inclement, but I'm going to just persevere a minute just to have a little look. Tree of Peace states there. The 2 olive trees opposite this chapel were planted on the 3rd of November 2014 by the town mayor. Ah, so that one and that one. Yes, I've just tried the doors. It is locked, which I'm not surprised about. I didn't think they would be open, but thought I'd give it a go and have a little look inside. And there is Penlee House. That bit is all the new bit, newer rather, all extended from or onto the original building, as stated earlier, built in 1865 for the Branwell family. All right. Must say though, it is very nice to have a proper waterproof coat. Stay nice and dry in all the rain. Why can't this rain? Why can't this rain be snow? I don't get anything I want. I'm not really sure if the kids kind of enjoyed that.
They enjoyed the art bit. They quite enjoyed making their trees.
I think they were just a bit miserable with the weather, weren't they? Like,
Did you show the trees on the...
I don't know. I don't think I did.
So on a Saturday afternoon, they run a free art session, and today's theme...
Oh, is that an every day? Is that an every Saturday? Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was
So today's theme was making trees, and they were meant to be 4 seasons trees, so like each quarter of a tree had a different season.
Yeah.
Well, our 2 went a bit more
abstract.
with their trees. So I'll just try and put the trees back together, so easier said than done. So they made beautiful, beautiful trees. Very colourful. With their little leaves on. So that one was Matilda's.
Yeah.
And then
This one.
this,
Oh no. That one's AJ's.
so this is just a free little like arts and crafts activity that they run every Saturday. So apparently they were inspired by Kirk Jackson, who was the artist that's on display there at the moment.
Yeah, there was a lot of his work up there, wasn't it?
He apparently quite often would do the same like scene, but in multiple different seasons. So that's why they were doing like a 4 seasons.
Some of his work I liked. Some of it I didn't like so much. But that's definitely
art.
Well, yeah, but that's definitely my kind of art over the Tate.
Art that looks like what it should.
Yeah, glad we went. Like I said, we were filling a rainy day because actually the rain really is now coming in quite heavy. We might get in the car and go out to Costa, but we'll do that off camera. We don't need to bore you with just going to Costa. we would have filmed the cafe in the museum, but it was totally full. There was no availability.
The whole place was much fuller than I was expecting for a rainy January at the end of the Christmas holidays. But maybe that's why it was full, because it was a rainy January at the end of the Christmas holidays and everyone's a bit bored.
Yeah.
It was packed.
But I do recommend going there. If you're interested in art and like museum artifacts and stuff, we had loads of stuff here, lots of bits and pieces from like the Bronze Age, the Roman Age, etc., including that penny farthing, Mr. Tippet's bike, which I remember seeing when I was in primary school. So that was quite cool to see again. So very small museum, but do highly recommend going there. We are going to leave the video there. I do hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, smash the bell. Check us out on all of our socials at The Bright Side. So from us to you, cheers and gone.